We're back.
We're back. What's
All
up,
right.
everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of 50-50.
Yes, sir.
Nigel, my co-host here, Dawson. We got a lot to talk about this
It's a
episode.
long week. The notes are long this week.
It's a long week of notes. It's a lot of
Yeah.
soccer that happened this week.
Good
Um,
week, I'd say.
really good week. Really good week.
Really, good
It,
week, I'd
it
say.
was a good for soccer. It was a good week. It was a really good week for soccer.
Yeah, but Liverpool did lose, so we'll talk about that though.
I mean, fuck. It happens. It's Liverpool.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm a little sick right now too, so I'm just mentioning that before
Yeah,
I said it.
yeah, yeah. But before we start,
Yeah.
Dawson, how have you been?
Ah, lad. I've been I've been good. Obviously Liverpool lost, so I was a bit pissed about that.
Yeah,
Got sick, so it's a bit down. But other than that, life is always good.
yeah. Uh,
Life's always good. How you
I
doing,
would,
boss?
I've been good. I've been good. I think this week was a good weekend. I had some family over, had some friends over,
Yeah.
so that was fun. Watch TFC play good for once. Um, and watch the CPL. So that was exciting. I fucked with it. I rated it. So it was a good week
Amazing.
overall. Good weekend. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Amazing to hear, lad.
Yeah.
So we were gonna start with Canada's ranking and then TFC, but not that. The Arsenal just played Real Madrid, so we're gonna talk about the Champions League first. Because holy fuck,
Bro, I wish I watched this game. I wish I
I
watched.
can't believe you did, bro. I was watching it actually. I was watching it at my friend's house. My best friend
Yeah.
is an Arsenal fan,
Mhm.
and when I say his shirt came off at one point,
Damn.
like Finn, it was he was jumping on a curve, shirt off. He was going nuts. Finn, he
Yeah.
bought a Declan Rice kit as soon as the 90 ended.
Yeah. Wow.
Went on the internet, bought that. Like, oh my god, can we talk about those free kicks?
Bro, insane. Mind you, I didn't watch the game, but I seen
Yeah,
the free kicks from just the clips. Beautiful.
bro, watching live was
Beautiful.
crazy. Because Fim, the first one's it's a gross free kick, and that's Declan Rice's first ever direct free
Like,
kick goal.
yeah.
And from there I'm going nuts already. 10, 12 minutes later, he gets another one on the other side, and I'll say it now, that's a top 10 free kick of all time.
Yeah.
Well, like I've never seen a
Oh,
ball go so upper 90. It's unbelievable.
bro, that's a top 10 Euro moments of like soccer, I believe. Like that's insane. Like how do you score two free kicks in a game and they're both
His first
beautiful?
free kick, his second free kick.
Like,
I think I think the stat was that's the sixth time that's happened in history that somebody scored back to back free kicks.
yeah, it's
And
insane.
that could be across games. That could be like they scored at the end of this game, and then next game they had a free kick, they scored that one. He
Yeah.
scored them within 12 minutes against Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Like, you see how fucked that is? That's crazy. Quarterfinals. And in
What?
that moment,
Versus Real Madrid, the biggest
versus
club in the world.
yeah,
Oh my
insane,
god.
insane, insane.
Hey, I wonder if Trent was watching. Maybe he doesn't want to go anymore.
They need Trent. They need anybody they can get.
Anyways, let's go a bit more into the game because
Yeah.
it wasn't just the free kicks. And well, actually, quickly, I'll talk about Marino's finish. That finish is incredibly, unbelievably difficult. He's
Mhm.
going backwards and he takes it, and it's just outside the post and comes back in. It is a phenomenal finish. And if Declan Rice didn't score those other two goals prior, we would be talking about that finish a lot higher than because no one's really talking about it because of the free kicks. But
Yeah.
that finish is incredibly, incredibly difficult.
Mhm.
And I was saying before the podcast to another friend, in a Liverpool shirt, since I've been watching, a finish like that exact finish, I think I've only seen done by Fernando Torres and Luis Suarez.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Oh
that
wow, it's pretty
that level
good
of
then.
finish, that
I didn't
level of
even
finish,
watch the goal. I gotta watch the goal.
that level of finish is very, very difficult, and he makes it look incredibly easy.
Yeah.
Um, but we'll go a bit deeper into this game because it was very interesting as Arsenal dominated start to front, like just complete control.
Yeah. I need the stats for that because I heard it was the same thing. I heard it was just belt to ass.
Yeah, it was belt to ass. That's
I
the
was,
best way to describe it. Possession wise, you won't really see it. It was like 52 to Arsenal, something like that.
yeah.
But Real Madrid had zero big chances created in the whole game. I need to look up when the last time Real Madrid had a game like that
Oh,
because I don't remember it.
bro, how do you have all those players and have no big chances?
Vinicius Jr. fucking sucks. That's how he was woeful. I'm
Jesus.
gonna bring up his stats in a second too.
Yeah,
The XG was 1.5 XG to 0.5, and that is an understatement. And
Wait,
that is
Real Madrid had a 0.5 XG?
0.5 XG. Arsenal 1.5 XG.
A 0.5
When I say,
XG.
and my thing is the XG. If you think about Declan Rice's 2 shots,
That's more
that is very low XG,
very low.
very
Very,
low.
very, very low.
Even
Very
Marino's,
low.
although the placement, the type of shot that it was, I'm assuming it wasn't high either.
Yeah.
So they had plenty of chances. Courtois genuinely played phenomenal
Yeah.
and had.
0.5 XG, bro. Nigga, you know how bad that is?
It's not good.
You know how bad that is?
It's not good.
0.5?
That's bad.
That's like not even a shot.
But it's bad. Like
Like that's really bad, yeah.
it's bad. Um,
Holy.
yeah, Courtois played amazing and conceded 3.
It's
If
just
any
funny.
other keeper in the world other than maybe Allison is in that goal,
Yeah.
that game's 5 no minimum. And that's me being kind to not say 6.
Allison.
Yes, the second best. I would say the best keeper in the world because he's better on the ball than Courtois, but he's also a great shot stopper. Why are you
I'm
confused?
just because he's the Liverpool keeper. That's the only reason why I'm just laughing. Of
No,
course, you're
but
gonna say that.
please
Of
tell me
course.
another keeper better in the world.
Of course you're gonna say that. I don't but you know what?
No, I need you to tell me another better keeper in the world.
Then Allison?
Just one.
Um I don't know. I can think of a couple. I swear Neuer's
No, you
not
can't.
bad. Allison
Neuer's
Beck
Neuer.
Neuer, yeah.
Neuer
What's the
now.
other Brazilian goalkeeper? That's not
Neuer
bad.
now.
Maybe not Neuer now. All time though, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all time. Sure, not now. I'm saying right now in the world, he's the best keeper.
Allison's the best keeper in the world now.
Best keeper in the world, and he has been for a few years. What are we talking about?
Okay, so he's better than Courtois,
That's the only one that I think is a
Jan Oblak.
give it up.
Wow. Okay. You know, let me do my research on that. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll get back
Brother,
to you on that
research
one.
all you want.
I'll get back to you on that one. I need to see that.
Please
I
do.
need to see. I just think it's funny how you said Allison's the best goalkeeper. You just slipped that in there.
No, he's the best keeper in the world.
You
I
just-
was saying, I was trying to big up Courtois. I said, other than Courtois or Allison, if that's any other game,
yeah.
any other keeper, that game's 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, go to the Allison versus PSG game. It was bad. Allison made 13 saves or something like that. Got man of the match. I mean, 1-1-0 before we got knocked out the next round, but
Yeah.
that was incredible. Anyways,
Mhm.
before you disrespect Allison some more, I said Vinicius Jr. was ass, and I need to prove that now.
Let me hear it.
Oh,
Let me hear it.
oh, will I ever?
Okay.
Let me just bring this right here. So, Vinicius Jr., 90 minutes played, 0.05 XG, 0.06 XA, which is expected assist. 0 shots on target, 2 shots off target, 1 shot blocked, 0 out of 3 dribbles completed, 38 touches, 64 accurate percent, like his 64% accurate passes, 14 out of 22 completed, 0 out of 3 crosses, 1 out of 5 ground duels won, 0 out of 1 aerial duels won, 18 times possession lost, and he was fucking terrible. The fact that I'm looking at his match rating and it shows 6.3 on SofaScore. You started a 6. I need to know possibly what in God's green earth did he do to get 0.3 higher.
You know, this is my question. My question is, you have all these big. You have Mbappe, you have Vinny, and you have Rodrigo. That's your front three, and they're not playing good. So why don't you just sub somebody out
Mbappe, oh, today.
today? Yeah,
Yeah, it took long. I don't know
like
why Vinicius Jr. doesn't come off the field.
Vinny playing for 90 minutes is pretty crazy if he's not
It
having a good
is,
game.
but at the same time, from a coaching perspective, I can understand.
I know it's your three best players. I understand. It makes sense. But you
Well, of
have
course, that's not the 3 best players, to be fair.
okay, well that's your
But
three best attackers.
yeah,
That's your three biggest faces in the club. You have other players on the bench who are still class, bro.
yeah,
Like if
Brahim
you're
Diaz is disgusting.
yeah, like
Adegulu didn't see the pitch again. Endrick didn't see the pitch again. But keeping Vinicius on, I do understand to an extent because if I'm coaching a game and it's a big game and we're losing and we need to go back,
it
I'm not
makes
going to take off the player that is one of my most talented because
yeah.
although he's having the worst game on the pitch, the unexpected moment can come.
I
But
would
like
I would agree because he makes moments out of nothing.
exactly. Like it happens with Salah all the time. And
Yeah.
people tell you this, like Salah's overall play all the time isn't great, but it doesn't
Mm.
necessarily need to be.
Yeah.
Like Everton, for example, when we tied 2-2 before we beat them, which we'll also talk about.
Okay.
We tied 2-2. He had a goal and an assist.
Yeah.
He wasn't very good, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
But again, like those type of players, when maybe things aren't going well in the game, they still find a way to create something or create a goal. So like I understand keeping him on,
Yeah, I get it. I get it too. I get it, but it's like,
but he was so bad,
but yeah, like if you're that bad,
so bad.
really, you're gonna keep on the whole
I,
game if he's not
I
helping
couldn't tell
you?
you a positive thing Vinicius Jr. did in that match today. He was terrible.
He just ran. That's literally what his stats show. He just ran.
He didn't even do that well. Like he was very bad.
Man,
Um,
it's insane.
Positive from Real Madrid. Honestly, Camavinga got sent off, but it doesn't really matter. It was he got a yellow, and that
Who
would
got
have
sent off?
Camavinga.
Okay, Kamavinga.
So he got his second yellow,
Oh my,
but
so he's not available for the second leg then.
he wasn't available anyways because he was already on a yellow from the previous.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah,
So his
yeah.
yellow didn't mean anything, so he just gets one match ban anyways. He just kicked the ball at the end.
Mhm.
But he was actually very good at breaking up play and like progressive pass stuff like that. I thought he was pretty decent. Jude Bellingham, I thought was pretty decent today.
They have to play that
Pretty,
guy like center mid, center forward, bro. I think him playing on they keep playing him on the left. I don't think it's working out.
who Jude?
Jude, yeah.
He played central today.
You played central?
He played like left center mid, so he was in the left channel quite a bit. But he
Yeah.
was,
I think he should be in the middle channel. I don't think a left channel is not like I don't think that's where he should be. I think Jude's better as a center forward, center mid.
but they had Modric on today, so
He's
he took the
fucking
middle team.
almost 40 years old.
But he's a
Almost
very
40 years
yes,
old,
but
man.
he's very talented.
I know he is, but you're telling me Jude Bellingham can't. This guy, Jude Bellingham, does it at both ends. You
Yeah,
really want to put him to the side to bring in Modric in,
but he did like the
like.
reason he was on the left side today
I didn't watch
was
the game, so but it's hard to say. But I'm just all
the
the
reason
questions
he
I
was on the
have.
left side today was
Mhm.
to help out David Alaba with Saka defensively. So that's why he was in that left channel. Um, did it work?
Damn.
Not really. Like Jude Bellingham got beat once by him, and he put a few good balls in the box. But he did
Yeah.
like to be fair, he didn't score or get an assist, but he did play decent. Saka did.
Yeah.
So I guess in that sense, it kind of worked. And he did create like there was I'd say two chances that Mbappe had, and Jude created them both like pretty well.
Okay.
Um, Half chances should maybe do better on both of them to be fair, and like challenge the keeper a bit more. But those are the only two chances that were like ever created in the game. Other than
Yeah.
that, Real Madrid were pretty like they were underwhelming. Didn't create anything. Just
Yeah.
got tortured for 90 really.
You don't.
Um,
Dawson. Tell me, if you agree with this.
okay.
This has been Real Madrid for me this season. From everything I've seen, Real Madrid either belt ass or they get belt to ass. Either one of the two. Unless it's in La Liga, if it's the
Um,
Champions League, they either get slapped, or unless it's first Barcelona, they either get slapped or they do the slapping. That's the
I don't know
only
because
thing I see from
against
these guys.
City, I don't think that they weren't given belt to ass necessarily. They did the second game when Mbappe got a hat trick, but the
Yeah,
first game was pretty like back and forth. So, but other than that, yeah, like Real Madrid, obviously they have a lot of talented players, a lot of talented players. One of the best managers of all time, but there does seem to be something missing,
the tactics.
and they do have injuries. They do like. Tchouameni's injured, Carvajal's injured, Mendy's injured. So like sure, I can understand that. But there does seem to be something missing creatively, and I don't know why today I saw that. But like, I think it's Vinicius Jr. He was just fucking
I think it's
awful.
Vinny. Oh,
He
damn.
was so bad, and he hasn't been great this year, but he was fucking terrible today.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen something like that from him. Actually, that's not true. He was terrible against Atletico too. He's just not good.
Oh
Damn it.
shit. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, not a fan of him to be honest with you. Bit of a rat.
yeah.
Anyways, the other game today, Bayern and Inter. Checked in for the goals, but my eyes were glued. Inter won 2-1. Lautaro Martinez went up 1-0 a bit early on with a really nice goal. Like the way the team built was it was a long ball. Lautaro Martinez won it initially, and then Marcus Thuram, I think, and then played it out wide, played it forward, got a cross in on the
Yeah.
ground. Marcus Thuram with his heel flicks it back, and Lautaro Martinez Trivela opposite corner. It was beautiful.
Okay.
What a beautiful goal.
Yeah.
And then Thomas Muller got subbed on around the 65th minute, and he's leaving Bayern Munich, which is
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he gets on the end of like a little back post header pretty easy goal for him. And then Fratesi scores right after that, and they win 2-1.
Mm.
Again, not much to talk about the game because I didn't really watch it because my eyes were glued to
The Real Madrid game.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
The games tomorrow, though, are PSG and Villa, which I think is a lot closer than people think. And then Dortmund and Barcelona,
Barcelona. Hmm.
which again I actually also think is a lot closer than people think.
I would agree. I would agree.
Because Borussia
I
Dortmund
would
are
agree.
really low in the Bundesliga table.
Yeah.
They're like 12th or something crazy.
It's not, dude. They're not having a good season. I know that for a fact.
No, they've been
Yeah.
terrible. But Borussia Dortmund's also like they're a good knockout squad, and that's why they're here. That's why they're in the quarterfinal, and that's
Yeah.
why they got to the final last year. Like
They're good in the Champions League. It's been proven.
yeah, they're a good
Proven.
knockout squad. Like they have players that can win games. They can keep things tight, and they
Mhm.
can win at home with their yellow wall. Like it makes sense the way that they do things. Um, I still do think Barcelona's going to win.
Me too. Yeah.
Barcelona's they're a very good team,
Bro,
and
I
they
think
have some
Barcelona and PSG, man. I think those are the two best teams right now in Europe. Like just they're playing
yeah,
wise right now. They're the
like
two best teams in Europe, man. They're on beautiful form.
yeah, Barcelona's been very good. Lamine
Yeah.
Yamal, man,
Dog, I don't even want to get started.
he's a joke.
Let me get me started on that guy.
I can't remember a time in my life where someone was that young and that good.
I don't think there's ever been a time in soccer where someone was that young, that good, that young.
I might agree with you. Yeah, like I can't think of one. Like
I can't.
obviously you're gonna go to Messi, Ronaldo, and think, but at that age they weren't playing as much, and they're like they
Yeah.
weren't that.
They weren't carrying how this guy is carrying right
They
now. They
weren't
weren't
that.
playing. Yeah, they weren't
They
like
weren't
that.
that. It's
People want to put Mbappe in that discussion too.
oof, very good shout to be honest.
But even that, people still say like Lamine Ball is just it's just different.
Mbappe's an amazing shout because he won the league at AS Monaco at 17, 18. But
That
even like I feel like he was like 18 them times. I could
yeah,
be wrong. But
it's 18-7. That season though for Monaco was a really
it was a really
really
good
good
squad.
season. Really
Really
good
good squad.
squad. Really good
Bernardo
squad.
Silva, Fabinho, Mbappe, like the team was very good.
It was really
Uh,
good. Yeah.
Benjamin Mendy was very good those times too. Like the team was very good.
Mhm.
But other than him, I can't really think of another one. And he did go on to win the World Cup at 18. But like, think about it. Lamine Yamal just won the Euros at 16. He turned 17 the day
Like
before the final,
yeah, yeah,
and then he's putting up crazy numbers right now.
crazy numbers, man.
So
Crazy.
it's unbelievable to see. But yeah, I do think Barcelona will win that one. I think it'll be
Mhm.
close. I'll say I'll say 2-1 Barca. I'll say Dortmund get one.
Barca. I'm gonna say 2-0 Barca. I don't think I think Barcelona is I love the way they high press. I love the way they press high, and handsy flick football has like change that club, change the way they play. And they're so much. They're not really like they're not really as much of a like They still have possession most of the time, but they're not really much of a possession team. Tiki taka team as they were before. Now it's straight like you get the ball to Lamine Yamal, you get the ball to either these guys, and they look for a pass. Rafinha's making these amazing runs. He's always seems to be open in the right spots. And the
He's
Minimal
having
just
a
gets
very
the
good season.
very good player. And then the Minimal just gets the ball and just fucking does his thing, bro. Like he just leave him alone. Gets the ball on the left, just leave him alone.
Rafinha's having a very good season.
Rafinha's having an amazing season. Ballon d'Or, actually. I think he's
He's
probably
up
the
there.
top
Yeah,
runner right now, I think. If
yeah, he
if
probably
Barcelona
is.
wins the Liga and Champions League, I think he wins
Well,
it.
yeah, if they win both, he does get it.
Yeah.
Um, the reason why I think Dortmund will score is like you mentioned, Barcelona like the high press and their
Yeah.
back line plays up high,
Yeah.
and Dortmund do have a fast, like they have some fast players up top. Like Karim Adeyemi is absolutely rapid.
He's disgusting, actually. Yeah, that's a
He's
good
really
shout
good.
out.
He's absolutely rapid though, and
Yeah.
the new signing Bayer, he's hasn't maybe got to the start that people wanted, but he's very talented. He's quick. He's a good finisher. He's very good. So I do think that they'll get one, maybe through one of those two in some way, breaking that high
Yeah.
press. But that's probably the only way I see them scoring for that tomorrow.
Mhm.
The other game, PSG Villa. People think it's going to be a.
Where is that game at actually? PSG Villa.
Let me
It's
check.
even the Barca versus Borussia Dortmund game.
It's at Camp Nou, I believe. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so Barca's playing at home tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, they definitely should win.
And then I believe PSG is home tomorrow as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Yeah, but
Yeah, PSG's home. Yeah, and same with Barca.
and Barcelona's home.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
PSG again think they're gonna win, especially them being home. Think they're gonna win.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
But Villa's a very good team who's catching form at the right time. They started off the season very slow, but their January bringing in Daniel Malin and Asensio and Rashford is doing very well for them. Like they're really catching form at the right time. They have a lot of talented players, and I
Yeah,
don't think it'll be as easy for PSG as people think. Now, I could look absolutely stupid because this comes out on Thursday, and they could have just won 5-0 as well.
and then yeah, it's true.
Could
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
But I do think that Villa are able to, and they have the potential to put up a better fight than people think.
I agree with you. I think Villa do have the potential to make this a close game.
Now, do I think that PSG win? Yes, I do.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Um,
It's not gonna be like it's not gonna be a I do think PSG win as well, but
I
it's not gonna be like a
don't think it's
PSG.
going to be
Like
a
they're not gonna
murder.
slap them.
I think now that we check the home games, actually, that helps out Borussia Dortmund a lot.
It does. It does.
Having the second leg at home is massive, especially with their type of fan base. Like, if they keep it close, there's a chance that they could sneak a win and move on.
But I don't but Barca's good away. They're really good
They
away.
are, they are, but Dortmund,
Good
like
away.
Dortmund's fans are similar to the Liverpool type thing. Like they'll never walk alone, the yellow wall. Like they have a really good fan base, and
I
that
think
could
I think Barcelona play Borussia Dortmund this season in the Champions League already. I think
in the
I could
group
be
stage.
wrong in the group stage. Yeah, I think I could be wrong
Okay.
about that.
Who cares? Guess who finished first in the group stage?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, and they're out. So
Stu. Also, I'm may as well talk about it. This format fucking sucks.
I love the format. What do you
Yeah.
mean? I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Riddle me this then, Nigel. How do we finish first in the group stage, first place out of all these teams, and get PSG first round?
You guys are just not a good knockout team. Simple as that. It's just simple as
Shut
that.
up. Shut up. Shut up.
It's
Shut up.
just simple as
Like,
that.
just stop.
PSG, just they're good. They're good when they needed to be,
We
and
lost
that's what
again.
happened. You guys should have lost that first leg, and
But
you
we
guys
so that means
deservedly
we're a
lost
good
the
knockout
second
team.
leg, huh?
We're a good knockout team then.
I'm
As
saying
long,
you guys lost. You guys should have lost that first leg
but we
versus
didn't because
PSG.
we're good in knockout games.
You guys, you guys should have. Anybody would say they should have lost the knockout game. It's literally there. You can search it
But
up.
we
You should
didn't.
have lost.
But we didn't
You guys got
because we
lucky.
are a good knockout team.
Okay, you didn't, but you guys still got knocked out, which
But
means
you
you guys
see,
should
all
have
the
lost
players.
that
Like,
game.
do you understand that we
And
still
you
have
guys were
players?
home. You
Do you
guys were,
understand that we still have players from that Champions League winning team?
huh?
We still so when we won the Champions League,
Years ago.
we still have players from that squad. Is what I'm saying.
Like, okay, let me Van Dyke, Robertson, regard Allison, it doesn't
Allison,
matter.
Trent,
It
Salah.
doesn't regardless, it doesn't matter. That's different than what it is now. That PSG and PSG, this PSG team, the PG you guys played is different than what it was before. You guys deserve to lose that first game. You guys did. Well, no, sorry, you won it. You guys then lost the second game
Hmm.
and then got knocked out. You guys
Hmm.
weren't good when it came to, when it actually came to it.
No, we
I
weren't
just
getting
think
any
that's it.
game. That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
You said that we're not a good knockout team. How would you
You're
know that?
not.
How
You're
would you know
not a
that?
good knockout team.
We played one knockout game against PSG.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have won the first game, and we did, which is a sign of a good knockout team. Scraping wins is a
But
sign
you
of a good
guys
knockout
still
team.
got knocked out
We lost to
entirely.
pins,
You guys got knocked. You guys lost.
and another again
You
freeze.
should have lost
Another
those two games. You
freeze,
understand that,
freeze,
right? The first
freeze,
game you should have
freeze,
lost.
freeze. Another knockout tournament. We just got to a final in the Carabao Cup. That's a knockout tournament. What are you talking about?
Of which cup?
The Carabao Cup. Who
No
cares? You
one
said
gives a
we're not a
fuck
good
about the
knockout
Caribou
team.
Cup. No one
You
cares
said
about the
you said
Caribou
we're
Cup.
not a good.
This
You
Champions
said we're
League.
not good in
This
knockout
Champions League.
competitions.
God.
We're not good in knockout competitions.
What were
How
you
would
trying
you
to?
know that? There is such a little sample size. One of them, we get to a final. Epic Cup, sure, we were shit. And Champions League, we play arguably the best team in Europe, and we lose in pens. What? How does that? What is the? What are the consensus are you going off? It's our first year with this manager. How do we know if we're not getting knockout games when we haven't had a large enough?
It's the first year with his manager, but it's pretty much the same team you guys had from last year. It's Jurgen Klopp's team, just with a different manager. You guys like there's not that much
But
difference,
last year, again, last year, it was a whole new midfield playing their first year in the Prem and first year in these competitions with this team.
So shouldn't it be easier for these? So shouldn't they do better the second year?
We don't know the manager. We don't know what he's doing in knockout games. I haven't seen my team sit back and defend this year. This is the first year I've seen my team do that since fucking, I don't know, Brendan Rodgers. Club never did that. So we have no idea whether or not we're going to be good in knockout competitions. Our sample size is a Carabao Cup final, which is a knockout tournament, yes. FA Cup losing to a fucking championship relegation team, which is shocking. And then losing in pens to arguably the most talented squad in Europe.
Yeah.
So we don't have a large enough sample size to say we're not good. I'm not saying that we
I'm
are,
not.
but to say that we're not good in knockout competitions,
But
it's
you
just
understand
crazy
though.
because we don't
So
know that.
sorry. So sorry. You guys are a good knockout team.
I didn't say that we're good either, but I'm just saying you
So
don't
what do you
know.
you guys are a medium?
I'm saying we don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, if we're going off this year, I'm gonna say you guys aren't. You guys have like. I can't. At the same time I can't. You guys like the group stage is really good from Liverpool as well. So it's like hard to say.
That's what we're talking about. I forgot what we're actually talking about.
Yeah, but you
I
could.
don't
But I
understand.
forgot. Yeah, yeah.
I don't understand how the system is in place that we finish first in the entire league and then get PSG first round. That makes no sense. If you finish first, you should get like an easier first round.
But
There
I
should be
think.
some sort of reward.
But I think PSG had a terrible group stage, which is why you guys played PSG. PSG almost got knocked out of
Well,
the group stage.
Barca
Same
finished
with
second, and look at and so here's where my issue is. First and second is the same thing in the group stage because then it's a draw, but it shouldn't be. Like Barcelona have an easier route to the final than we did, but we finished first and they finished second, and then it's a draw between who gets what side. That doesn't make sense.
Did you guys have an easier route in the final? If you guys beat PSG, you guys would have played Aston Villa, which I
And
think
then we
is
would have
an
played Real
easy.
Madrid or Arsenal.
But Barcelona's who did Barcelona beat? Benfica. Then they're playing Barcelona. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know exactly what I'd want.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I don't understand how there's no point in finishing first. Finishing
Yeah.
first is just as good as finishing eighth at this
I
point.
see your point now. Now when you're saying I see your point, I just
Silly.
think I generally I like. Okay, well I'm gonna tell you what I like the format because it's like you really get to see these teams play every team, in Europe. Like you really get to see that, right? And even if it's not as competitive, because group stage is like a fat ass group, even if it's not as competitive,
Mm.
uh, I love seeing like the best team in Europe, the best team in like this country play the best team in this country because in the old format we didn't really have that. We had just separate group stages, and then whoever plays each other plays each other. You know what I'm trying to say?
For
And
that, to be
yeah,
fair. But maybe that's just because that's what I grew up on. But
me too, me too. But then also like if you look at it, like the last game of that group stage, like there was like the last
yeah,
game
it
of the
was
group stage,
nuts.
it was
It was
nuts because all these teams are like 1 point off each other from making it to the playoffs, right?
But again,
So it's exciting football. I love it's
it's
just
exciting
exciting to
football
see.
story. But my
Yeah.
other issues with it is constantly we hear footballers and managers and all these people talk about how many games they're playing. It's
Yes,
isn't
that's
allowed. So,
bad.
and we're
That's
adding
really
more
bad.
games. But
Yeah,
then so we're adding more
I
games
agree.
at a high level. This is like again, like you said, they're playing bigger teams in like the best teams in each league. So you're adding these games at such a high level of competitiveness,
Yep.
but then taking away games from team like Tamworth who play Tottenham, who
Yeah.
should have got an FA Cup replay, but they're like, and we're not doing replays because it takes away
From
because it's too many games played. But you're taking money away from a team that is struggling, and then making these players play more games anyways. So it has to be consistent through everything. If you're trying to make less games because it's bad for the players, then you
yeah.
can't add more games in Champions League. If you want to add more games for that, then you can't take away FA Cup replays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see your point too. I think also at the same time, Club World Club's also this summer as well, right? So it's like just
That's utter woke nonsense, by the way.
I think I don't even know. I don't know if it happens like I don't know because they
I
revamped
think
it.
now it's gonna start every 4 years, but it used to be every year.
It used to be every year. Yeah, it used to be every year. So it's good now they're doing it every 4 years.
But they're
I
making it more games,
but they're making it more games, more
and
teams, more
and they're
everything.
not. It doesn't make sense how they're choosing teams.
Nah, it doesn't. I think I seen there's a team
Inter
that got
Miami just got an invite
who?
into Miami.
Yeah, but they got an invite for no fucking reason though.
No
They got
reason.
no reason. They didn't win no. They don't, I think you're supposed to win a community shield to get
Not,
into the
not a community
fucking.
shield. It's supposed to be like the Champions, whatever Champions League
It's
is in your within the last like
no.
4 years.
More. There's the Champions League. There's a Champions League, and then there is the like the. It's not the MLS Cup. I think Champions League MLS Cup, and there's another. I think it's Community Shield or something like that in MLS.
Community
You're
shield.
supposed to win.
Listen,
It's called something. I forgot what it is. I'll go look at it after.
it is in
But
Europe.
yeah,
I know it's like the last like four Champions League winners and or like something like that, and you can't have more than like three from like each nation.
yeah.
So Liverpool missed out because there was already Chelsea and City, so that's why they're not playing. But I don't really give a fuck because that competition is the definition of utter woke nonsense.
It's pretty fucking stupid,
Just
honestly.
keep it the same as it used to be, or get rid of it. No, like you're just making again. This is a negative for teams like Man City, I think, where they just had a year struggle. Like they're struggling this year. Man City is. For Man City, expectations are struggling,
Yeah.
and they've had a lot of injuries, like Rodri and stuff like that. And they need to go through a rebuild because Kevin De Bruyne is leaving, which we're going to talk about. They need to have a little bit of a rebuild, and they need to spend money. But now they're in a competition through the summer. So when do
Yeah.
those
How
new
do you?
players get to like get
Yeah.
in? When do these people get to recover? Like Foden's had a bad year. When does he get a break to reset and come back next year?
Yeah.
He's just playing through the summer anyway, so he could just continue this shit form now. Like I don't understand that.
Do you think they play the same strong teams that they do throughout the
Yeah, because I
season?
think people are going to want to win the first one. Of course, I think people are going to want to win. You're
I
playing like
think
it's
yeah.
still going to be City versus Real Madrid. It's still going to be these big games, but like you have, so players are going to play to win, and no one ever plays to lose, anyways. Like they're going to be competitive, but
Mhm.
it's just again adding more games and more games and more games, and it's just I don't understand it. It's again
It's
utter woke nonsense.
it is pretty it's pretty shit. Even the soccer players are talking about it. Like I think Rodri said something about it a long time ago, saying like this is ridiculous. Like
Oh,
how
it's
you gonna
stupid
yeah. But look at like even the injuries, bro. Like there's a whole bunch of players who are injured. Whole
because they're
bunch.
playing 60 games a year now.
Yeah, a whole bunch. It's bad. Like it's really bad. These players are getting
Oh,
injured. They're playing too much. So
yeah,
uh,
it's silly. Anyways, that's enough of my Europe rants. We're going to go back to the Prem at the end,
we'll go back to the Premier at the end.
but that's it. We'll switch over to Canada and TFC and the CPL and stuff like that for now.
Yeah,
Um, Canada has the highest ever national ranking at 30.
proud of the boys.
Yeah, that's massive.
Niggas, crack a crop to these niggas.
Quick little clap. Quick little clap.
Yeah, proud of the
Um,
boys.
I remember I told you, and you still said not good enough, didn't you?
Not good enough.
Talk
Not
about it. Talk
good
about it.
enough.
What do you mean?
Not good enough. The US is still rated higher than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to look at the teams, but I don't think it's still good. There's some teams that are questionable that I think we are better than.
Uh,
Um,
I
but
don't. The rating system's weird. Like how games mean what, and like I remember Belgium was like first or
oh
second
yeah,
for a
Belgium used
long
to be
time,
like
and
first or second at
they've
one
never
point.
won anything.
I was like, what the hell? How are you guys even up there?
Silly.
uh, but yeah, no. Regardless of it though, 30th place for Canada is amazing. That's the highest place for them.
Highest ever. Good step forward.
It's a good step forward.
Let's
Like
keep climbing. Really.
literally, the world's seeing it now. Like the world's seeing like we're not the same nation we were in soccer like 10 years ago. It's different. We're competing. We're competing with these guys.
100%. It's massive.
Yeah.
Also, we'll touch on Canada women. They beat
Yes.
Argentina 3-0 in a friendly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also good. Canada women's always been pretty decent at football
Canada
though.
women's is just nice. They're just nice.
Um,
They're
Also the
nice.
Canada U17 women's just qualified for the World Cup actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's also
Amazing.
huge. That's also
Amazing.
huge.
Huge, huge, huge for us.
Um, I think we'll quickly transition over to TFC.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
coat's on. You're wearing some TFC merch now, so tell me about the game in your perspective.
Bro, can't lie. Me and Dawson have talked about it, the games this season, and the games have been like lackluster. Like they haven't been good. They
Yeah,
haven't been good to watch. They haven't been, you know, they've been fun to watch, don't get me wrong. But like from a TFC fan, like from a TFC standpoint, watching TFC, they have not been a fun team to watch. They have been a disappointing team to watch.
yeah.
Um, but when they played against Miami, it's in the TikTok too. When I posted on 50-50, go check out the TikTok. Uh, bro, like it's like I don't know what it was. It was like a switch. I I don't know if it was the formations. I don't know. Like we had like the passes we were making were beautiful. I see us breaking lines. I see us getting open. I see Bruyne getting the ball on his preferred foot on this preferred side and making these balls. So like I see like Theo Cabrano had like three shots.
He was very good.
He
I
was really
thought
good. I think he
he was
was
very
good
good.
too. And I think that
You should sign him on a permanent.
you think he's shining on a permit?
I think so.
I think he should show more, but I think he has so much potential to be like he
That's
has
why I think he's good.
potential. He has so much potential, and I think he could really help us too. But like I said, like but we're playing Inter Miami, we're playing the best team in the league.
Yeah,
This is the best team in the league, and we're putting up a fight. You know,
we got a
Berg,
1-1 draw, and at halftime, I'd say we deserve to be winning. Like I don't think.
bro. I think we should have won this game, 100%. I think
Yeah.
we have the better chances.
Yeah, I do too. Actually.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's our best 11?
Uh, yeah. Yeah. The only thing I would probably switch up is maybe like put Matty. I would want to see Matty Longstaff in and see how
Where
he in the middle. In the middle, I would probably switch
who
out.
though?
I'll either you start Davy, but then you switch him out for Matty Longstaff just because I want to see if he's good in that formation. Because we didn't really see him in the four. I don't think we ever seen Longstaff play the 3-4.
It wasn't really a three.
It wasn't
It
a
was a
three
four.
four actually. Let me see.
It was a 4-3-3.
Yeah, there
It
we
was
go. My
just
bad.
a double pivot
Mhm.
with Azario playing one pivot and Davy Flores playing the other. The
Yeah,
only way I think you get Matty Longstaff in that starting 11 is if you push Insigne out to the left because he was playing like the 10.
and you
You
put
push
Matty
Insigne out to the
Longstaff
left
in the
and then put
middle.
Matty Longstaff in that 10 or Azario. But
Yeah.
I think Azario's legs may have left a little bit, and that's why he's playing that one of the pivots.
Yeah,
And as much as I talk shit about Jonathan Azario,
he played
I
amazing.
thought
He played
he was
amazing.
phenomenal.
I think
He was
Azar's been having good form recently for the past two games. I think he played good against Vancouver, and he played good against Inter Miami.
I thought he was phenomenal. I have
Yeah,
Azario was class, 5 ground duels won, 33 passes at 94%, 3 tackles, and 2 key passes.
yeah,
I thought he was very, very good.
very very good.
Um,
He wasn't my man of the match though. Bruno was my man of the match.
Bruyne was your man of the match.
Man of the match, yeah, for sure.
Neither of them were my man of the match.
Neither. Wow, who was your man of the
No.
match besides Messi?
Well, Messi wasn't man of the match because,
Besides Messi.
anyways, that little freak can't do it at Toronto. But my man of the match was actually Gomez.
Oh, he was
He
amazing.
was
He was
very.
that guy almost died on the line. That guy almost put his life
Oh
on the
my
line for
god!
us.
Let's get a. I have a picture. Let's
Put
get the
that
picture
picture.
of
We'll put
that
that
tackle.
picture up. He put that
He made a disgusting tackle.
disgusting.
Josie Thompson makes a stupid error with a pass. He like cramps up, and
Yeah,
it's a bad pass. Like it's bad.
it's a bad pass. I
And
don't
he's
even know if he
still the
actually meant to
keeper.
cramp up or not.
And there's some like bobble around the box with the keeper. Sean
No.
Justin goes to pick it up, and then it's like I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
The ball gets past him, and then Gomez's legs just stretch out, and he does the splits, and it's the craziest tackle I've seen in a long time.
that's the splits, bro. It was mine, but
It was actually crazy. I can't wait. We'll put the picture there for sure,
we'll
100%,
definitely do it. We have
because
to.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
What a guy. What a guy. He's underrated. Uncle
he's
underrated.
been,
Amazing shout out. He's Gomes has
yes,
been the key to our squad.
he's been.
Key to our squad. You could
He's
put him
been
anywhere. You could put him center back, which is what he played. You could put him center back. You could put him on the left. You could put him on the right.
I'm gonna also put up a picture, probably right now, of Toronto's average positions.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm doing that is to show, because I remember you said something about like a 3 back at one point.
Yeah.
But although maybe it lined up as a 3, it's just because Pochetta pushed so far forward. And in the picture, you can see number 28 is pushed so far forward. He's right behind number 7 in Theo.
Okay.
And that means that Gomez has to spread out a little bit to the left when we have the ball. And he has to cover so much space, which I thought he did phenomenal. And that's why he's my man of the match. Yes, he made a lot of tackles. Yes, he was very good. But more because the distance he was able to cover offensively and take up space to cover defensively when
Yeah.
Pochetta was kind of come back allows us to have that a bit more attacking threat on the left side.
Mm.
And that's why I'll have him. Again, I thought Azario was phenomenal in that double pivot with Davy Flores.
Yeah.
So again, I would say I'd say
That's the
that's
best
our
squad. That's
best
the best.
11.
Me too. I like Insigne in the middle.
In
I
the
think
10. So
I
do I.
like Insigne as a 10. I think he
He had a
I
very good
want
game.
him. The commentators were saying it. They were saying like how like he needs to be the Messi for us, you know? He needs to be that person who can open. And then you know
Yes.
what? I think that's why we played so good because I think he was dragging players out, making space for runs
He was also working his ass off,
for sure. Him
which,
and Berna were. Him
yes.
and
And
Berna were.
if that's been the complaint about Insigne since he got here, is maybe he doesn't seem he cares as much. But
Yeah.
he had the most distance coverage in the game. He had
Yep.
two key passes. He
Yeah.
was very good all over the place. And if he plays like that every week, then unfortunately Matty Longstaff might not get as much minutes as he wants
Yeah.
because Insigne can make that 10 role his, and then we'd have to start Theo on the left.
Mhm.
So I do have some stats again because I thought that we were very good.
Yeah. 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 Me too.
More in
Me
the
too.
first half than the second. The second half, they just kind of came out a bit stronger, and we didn't really create much in the second half.
But
But
we had one really good chance in the second half though.
was
Really
it
good
near the
chance.
end?
Huh?
Near the end?
He had a really good chance in the second half.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A really good chance. I think
So,
uh
but here's the thing. Here's the stat that shows the second half. Second half XG was 2.02 for Inter Miami to 0.3.
yeah, yeah.
So, like, the second half was much more one sided. Um, but TFC in the first half had four big chances created to Inter Miami zero in the first half.
Hmm.
So, it just shows you how dominant our first half actually was to have four big chances.
Yeah.
Again, it always comes down to us finishing chances, and that'll come, I think, if we continue to play as good as we did. Because I don't see us playing that good and then going back to what we were playing like
There's
before.
no way. I think Robin Fraser
I
sticks
think
with the lineup. I
I
think he
think we're in the
sticks
right
with it.
place now.
Yeah.
Um, what I do think we can improve on is places when to dribble.
Okay.
We were dribbling in the wrong moments and not dribbling in the right moments as well. If that makes sense. Like we would dribble when we weren't supposed to, and then dribbled when we or and didn't dribble when we were supposed to.
Yeah.
The stat that shows that is overall TFC had 4 out of 20 dribbles complete. That's
Oh,
20%.
that's bad.
That's very bad. Compared to
Yeah.
Inter Miami, they had 11 out of 18 dribbles completed.
Yeah.
Much higher rate. So it's not, again, I don't think we play bad, but obviously there's things to work on.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's one is decision making in tight spaces.
Decision
And
making's a really good one. Yeah, decision making,
100%.
dribbling in tight spaces. That's I did. You're right. Now we're pointing it out. That is something I seen in the Inter Miami game that probably we could have did better. I think
Yeah.
Berna as not like, you know, as much as Berna had a good game, there is and this is probably a big issue with him is that dribbles he seems to dribbles in the wrong space at the wrong times.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I think
and
it's amongst our team, though. Like, I don't think it's just him. I think it goes through the whole squad.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and a shout out to Sean Johnston. Um,
beautiful goal,
older
beautiful
keeper,
performance.
veteran,
Yeah,
legend of the MLS,
good
but
performance.
still doing very well. And he played very well because he needed to that game.
Yeah,
I have it in my notes actually because again, I take notes while the game's on, right? So my notes start off like from the start of the game and then they work their way down to the end.
yeah.
Early on, we're 3 minutes in. There's been an Olympiaco attempt, which Messi tried like
Was it
first play of
Messi?
the game.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I
a
took notes
20,
too, actually. Yeah,
a
yeah.
22-yard volley attempt off a corner, which corner after Olympiaco,
Hmm?
Messi hits a ball top of the 18. I think it was Jordi Alba comes on, hits a volley.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
And,
Diabo.
Justin makes a save, gets up, and then makes another save.
Yeah.
As a 22-yard volley off a corner, it's going to be a long game. And it honestly wasn't that bad. We played
Yeah.
very well. Again, the other thing I wanted to talk about maybe not a mistake, but something to work on.
Yeah.
When pressing, it seems like there was this massive gap behind the front line pressing. And a lot of the times it was the front line would press, and then it would just be this like little clip past the front line, and then whoever was dropping in the midfield had time and space to turn,
Yeah.
pick up the ball, and just drive. So if a team needs to press, it needs to press as a unit. Like your shape shouldn't change. So you're in your 4-3-3, or you press in a 4-4-2 because it's a bit more normal.
Yeah.
So you press in your 4-4-2. Your 4-4-2 should, if it starts back here, it moves its way
Should
up in
Swift.
the
Yeah.
same distance, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
we can't have that big of gaps because then it is just one
That's
clip
like
past the
common
first
soccer knowledge. Like if
line.
you played.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's just one clip past that first line consistently I saw. So
Mhm.
pressing as a unit seems better. And other than that, I actually thought it was very good.
You know what? I'm also going to add to that. I think the goal, well, Messi's goal, to be more specific, I think his goal was entirely. It wasn't Messi's Messi. Like he's gonna get the ball and do his shit. Like you can't stop him.
He's inevitable, yeah.
He's inevitable. But what I think we could have done better is I think we were caught ball watching at that moment, especially
Yeah.
when he scored the goal. Uh, when you're, I was watching like when you're just watching it, like Messi gets the ball, he gets the ball goes up in the air, and it's like every single player is just watching him. No one's pressuring him. No one's stepping up.
I mean,
Right?
shit, Spain.
No one, like it's Messi. He should have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, shit. I
I
might
mean,
get. They might not be ball watching. They might just be stargazing. Holy.
just stargazing maybe, but
Dude,
regardless,
I'm
it's the
not
same
ready.
thing.
I'm on that pitch. I look over, see Messi. Then I look over, see Suarez. I see Jordi Alba. I see
You
Busquets.
guys, you
I'm just,
oh
I'm
my
just
god,
smiling, looking around, bro.
bro! Even their coach, Marcheron. You see, look at their coach. You see
Yeah, my
Marcheron.
shot is a coach. Liverpool ledge.
Like, bro, he's a legend. He's a legend.
Liverpool legend,
He's a
yeah.
crazy legend. But yeah, I would
Liverpool
say
legend.
even that the that I would say it would be your ball caught ball watching. Also, I don't know if you caught this at the end, Dawson. I don't know if you caught this at the end. It's in my notes. We had a potential handball at the end of the game. We could have had a potential penalty,
Trying to think.
but I think it was like maybe like the 90th minute.
Oh, and
But
then Busquets kicks it over. Kicks it
Busquets
right away.
kicks it quick as hell.
Then that's just being smart
He
because
was
it wasn't a VAR check then.
nah, because
I didn't see the
you
replay.
can't check
I
it.
didn't see the replay. I just saw the reaction,
Yeah,
and then it just showed the game. The game was back on right away.
yeah. What a guy. What a smart man.
Intelligent,
What a
intelligent.
waste you. What a
Good
waste
player,
you.
bro.
What a fucking
I'm not
waste
gonna lie to
you.
you. If I'm on the pitch with Suarez, I might just give him a hug.
I
I love him.
regardless, I love those guys, but bro, like
But
smart.
you should be able to be like, okay, well, that's one of the best players of all time. I'm gonna probably stick on him the whole game.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's a bit more. It's harder. It's easier to say than be done
For
because
sure, for sure,
who they are.
for sure. With Messi, if I was the coach, I'm telling these guys like whenever Messi gets the ball, I want two mans on him.
They did have two disallowed goals though.
They did, but one of them was clearly offside, and I think one of them
Well,
was
we
a
say clear. It
foul.
was close. It was close. It
Yeah,
was close.
okay, it was offside. You could tell.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with it. It was offside, but it was close.
And then
And
I
then the
think,
Messi foul again was a foul as well. So
yeah,
I think they're both fair.
uh
Yeah, Mascherano's coach is also hilarious.
it's cool, hella
You
cool.
didn't say anything about me when I said he's a Liverpool legend. You didn't say anything about that.
I don't even know Asman. I know him as like a Barcelona legend. No.
Where did he get signed from, buddy?
Yeah. Well, fuck, I didn't know. But
It's okay. We were
regardless,
terrible.
he's still a
We were
legend.
terrible. He didn't win anything with us, but he was good. Um,
Sorry, yeah.
moving on.
But yeah,
Oh,
moving.
also, Dominguez made his debut. Mentioned
Oh,
that.
he did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and since the last pod, we didn't even mention made a signing.
Yeah.
Dominguez. I have his not his. I have a Vasco kit from the team that he just came from this year that I got at Classic Football Shorts. I only got it because Felipe Coutinho just signed there when I was there,
Yeah. That
and I love
that jersey's tough though.
it's so gross.
It's so
So gross.
tough. Yeah.
Have him
It's
around.
tough. Yeah.
But yeah, got some done. Thought he was okay actually. Thought he was decent.
Yeah. I don't think I couldn't see like I want to see more of him,
Yeah,
I
we
can
didn't
see
really
the
get enough
potential
time.
though. I can see
Yeah,
potential.
he only got the ball like maybe 8 times, seven
Yeah.
or passes, something like that. Like he was decent, but
Mm.
yeah, we want to see more. I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Regardless, though, it's a good game. We play Minnesota next, so I hope we continue this decent form and end up getting a win in the next game.
Yeah, I think
That's
we
all I
should.
can say. Me too. Me too.
Also
Minnesota's
that,
still a good team. I think.
and yeah,
They're still a good team. Yeah,
I
but
still think we can win.
for sure. Me too. We're TFC, man. Like we have, like we like. It's not like we have the players, we have the talent. We can win these games.
I love the confidence though.
We can win these games.
I
We
love the
can win these
confidence.
games.
Love it.
So there you go.
Moving on.
Mhm.
Do you want to go CPL?
Mhm.
Oh, you big dog.
Yeah. Well, so York played, I think it was Vancouver FC, and then Forge played Calvary. Um, Forge beat Calvary 1-0. Um, those are the two best teams in the CPL. It was a good game. You know, Dawson. You know what I realized, Dawson?
Tell
That I
me.
realized watching when you're watching the CPL and you're watching the MLS at the same time, you can really see the difference.
Can you?
Yeah, you can really see the difference.
How big of a jump is it?
It's like maybe the passing isn't like as like good. The ball is fumbling a lot.
Uh,
CPL player like the CPL can like make up a good like five passes and then they probably lose it. Where the MLS is like different. Where the pass is better, the touches are better. The
and
CPL, you're seeing a lot of guys like take bad touches. You don't really see
yeah.
that a lot in MLS.
And what do you think the jump is from the MLS to say the Premier League?
Oh, buddy, it's like if I can compare it, like and this is I talk about it all the time with like
Of
there's levels to soccer. There's levels
course,
to this fucking shit. Like,
of
this is a
course.
world sport. MLS is like if I were to compare it, it's just like in basketball terms, it's
Yeah,
like um it's like the war like the Premier League is like the Warriors.
like
Uh
the 73-9 Warriors.
yeah, like the
Okay.
really good Warriors, like the like the really good
Yeah,
ones. While the uh while the MLS
yeah.
is probably like I need a trash NBA team, like a terrible NBA
Like
team.
the worst team of all time, or no?
Like the second worst team of all time. They're like the
Like the
second.
last year Pistons when they won like 23 games without a win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. That's probably what I would probably compare it to. That's just the that's the MLS to the Premier League. That's a huge
Imagine
imagine the MLS to La Liga.
the Premier League's better than La Liga.
Or it's like I think the Premier League, La Liga, and all I think they're on the same level. It's the same thing.
Okay, I can
Regardless,
see that.
it's a huge fucking
We,
jump.
we did just see the Premier League versus the Liga today, and we saw what happened. So
We did. We did see what
murder.
happened.
Also,
We did.
before we talk about the Prem, I'm
Yeah.
gonna mention the Prem quick. Everyone's saying that this is the worst quality the Premier League's ever been.
That's a lie.
That's the second place team that just slapped up Real Madrid. So don't you dare say we got this shit league and no one trying and blah blah blah. And it was the worst quality ever because watch that.
Premier League is like I think Premier League is probably the best quality wise,
1 to 20, I'd say so.
competitive wise. It's the best league in the world.
Has
You
to be.
just
Has to be.
it has to be. You're just Barcelona and Real Madrid are just probably the two oddballs. Like those are the two teams that you just can't. And Bayern Munich are the three teams that you just can't fucking control, man. Those guys are just
Yeah.
I don't know all the best teams, but that's just sidetrack. Back to the CPL.
Back to the CPL.
Forge beat Calvary. That was a really good game. I enjoyed watching it. I forgot who scored for Forge, but it was just like a close game. And
Yeah.
those are the two teams that I would expect to make the finals again. Those guys have played each other. Like I think like they made it to the finals against each other like three times. So they're like that's a rivalry there, if you
Yeah.
watch the CPLs or whatever. But York playing Vancouver, that's the game
That's the
we
game.
really watch. That's the
Yeah. Yeah.
game we want to get into. Um, that game was fun to watch. I can't lie. That game was on the same time as TFC was playing versus Miami, so I was switching between both of them. But fuck, man, York is good. They're a good team. They're exciting, especially when like most of the team is from Toronto.
Mention that. Yeah.
Most of the team is from Toronto. I think Dawson probably has the numbers. I
I
think
think it was 15 players are from the Greater Toronto area,
15 players,
which is wild.
which is wild,
That's
wild.
damn near the whole squad.
Yeah, like literally almost the whole squad. They're I think trying to think of who was playing. I think Luke Singh is from Toronto. He was their we'll put a picture. Luke Singh's from Toronto.
Mm.
He was from he played for TFC Academy. Stephen Yates, he's from Canada.
Trinidad National, right?
Trinidad National,
But
from the TFC Academy. And then Reed. I forgot. I don't want to pronounce his last name, but it's the number 10 from York, also from Toronto, also from the TFC Academy, and there's more.
yeah, the team.
Also, it was a substitute. It was the two substitutions I think that changed the game up for York. Altobelli and Jamoa. Mind you,
Jamoa is what,
this
16?
16. No, I think he's 17, or he's turning
Oh.
17.
Oh, I feel like when we talked about it, it was his 17th birthday.
Yes, yo, you're right. Actually, we talked.
Yeah, we told you yesterday, and it was his 17th birthday, or something like that. Yeah,
Just turned 17. Happy birthday to Jamoa.
Yeah.
Um, bro, you know what I think? And after watching him, Dawson, I think if the CPO was to try and like get more viewers, I would just advertise that kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I think he's like that's like your Lamine Yamal, Endrick of the CPO.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Once
like
you bring in those young players, it brings attraction.
it does definitely brings attraction. That's your poster boy, and he really played. He really played for the Canadian national team. He
Did
really
he?
got called up. Well, I don't know if he played, but I know he got called up. He got
Oh,
called
okay,
up
okay,
to the
okay.
senior team, and like Jesse Marsh even recognizes how good he is, and he's good. Like he's
Yeah.
good. Like he set up that first goal for Altabelli. He didn't get the assist; it came off the defender's chest. Uh, but
He's done well.
yeah, but he set up, and then the second goal by Altabelli was like really good. Like he just I think it was a throw in, and then
He got player of the week, actually.
yeah, just doubled the ball. It was like W'd it, and then just put it in the bottom right corner. Like
A stat that I wanted to say about the CPL: there was 19 Canadian debuts to kick off the
19.
CPL. It's a great number to see. It's a great number to see. When there's more Canadian pro footballers, especially making a debut stuff like that, it's
Yeah,
massive for the sport in
yeah,
Canada.
yeah,
So that's always good to see. The number one draft pick didn't play though.
yeah, yeah. I was like, come on.
Uh, do you know the reason or not?
I don't know the reason. I don't know the reason. I know he just signed the OPSM.
Mm,
So he's doing something, but I would assume it's just like maybe he's just not doing good in training. So that's why he's not
mm,
starting. That's the only thing you can only
possibly.
assume. We don't know for sure. So little small edit in the video. Jivo did play.
He played 9 minutes,
Yeah.
one shot on target, one big chance missed, three touches, 0 to 2 accurate passes,
Yeah.
2 times possession lost. So he did play.
He did play. He did play.
Our fault.
So correction, our fault. My bad, Jivo.
Yeah, he watched the game, not me. So that's actually his fault.
I didn't watch the end of the game. I didn't watch them.
So,
Obviously.
so his fault, not mine. That's what I said.
Yeah. So fuck. But we'll just insert that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We both played with the number one overall draft pick,
Yeah.
Javante. We both know he's really good.
Yeah.
Regardless,
First
though,
week of CPL is a wrap.
yeah, I love the CPL though. I'm
Yeah.
excited for it. I think.
We'll get up to a game too, for sure. We'll get up to a
Oh,
few.
for sure. I think I'm gonna go to a four.
Especially York. Yeah, we'll go to York game for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
We're we're gonna get some people on soon that have played or play in the CPL as well. Already have a few lined up, so we're excited for that. Not gonna announce like who and when yet, but I think we have what did we go over last night? 6 or 7 guests lined up already.
Yeah, 6 or 7. We have,
Yeah,
I think, 4 confirmed, and then we have like 2 more that we need to like.
that we think.
That
Good.
we think, yeah, but 4.
Yeah, so we should be good. Is that it then? Moving on to the prem.
Oh no, what? It's not it. It's not it. We CPL. De Bruyne left Man City. I
Oh
think
yeah, I was gonna go to that because it's the prem.
perfect. Yeah, I
So
think
we'll
that's the
talk
last
about
thing
that.
we should talk about. But yeah,
Yeah, we'll talk about the prem. We'll talk about Kevin De Bruyne first. Kevin De Bruyne announced that he's leaving City this year, at the end of the year. I mean, his final year at City hasn't been great
hmm
in terms of personal performance, in terms of squad performance. Like you can tell he's just not up to the same level as he used to be after a
he's getting old.
few injuries.
He's getting
He's,
old.
yeah, he's getting there, and he's had a few
He's
injuries
getting
that have
there.
like lasted that have done that to him. But what a footballer
He's a goat, man. He's a
he
goat.
is!
He's like you
In
can't.
my opinion, I think he is. I'm debating between second and third Premier League midfield, best Premier League midfield of all time.
Okay.
I think he's better than Lampard.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
struggle comes between
I would
him.
think he's better. I would agree with that. I think he's better than
My
Lampard.
struggle comes between him and Scholes.
Ooh, Paul Scholes. I forgot about him. He was really good too.
That's where my debate comes between.
No Stevie G.
Stevie G's won already. We already knew that. He's up there. He's already won. Like that's already set.
Yeah.
And no one should argue that.
No. You got you. I would beg to differ.
Who?
I'm capping. I'm capping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think Kevin De Bruyne. I'll say second. I'll say it. I'll say second.
He's top 3, but KDB is top 3 for sure.
Yeah, he is
Sure.
an amazing footballer. He is the most annoying player to have play against your team though. Like
Yeah.
he pulls something out of nothing. You don't see anything. It's the best pass you've ever seen in your life. One of the most talented footballers I've ever seen in my life. So it's a shame that he's leaving the Premier League.
It is.
He is linked to go to Inter Miami. hopefully not. To be honest, hopefully because Inter Miami do play in Toronto this year, so wouldn't mind seeing that.
That would be a good game to see, but like how like as for Inter Miami, like what are you doing? You trying to like build the Avengers? Like what
They
are you
already did
doing?
that.
What are you doing? How do
You
you have
gotta
this much
relax.
money?
Relax.
What are
Relax.
you giving these soccer players? Can
I
we
mean, they're
take out
giving.
four?
I mean, they're giving Messi half a fucking apple at this point too.
Yeah, you're giving Messi like Messi owns half the fucking team by now. Yeah, and
Yeah,
you have three more Barcelona players. What are they getting? And then your coach.
and the coach is Mascherano.
Your coach is Mascherano. And then what
Yeah, but
KDB?
they're just joking at this point. So I don't know where he's gonna go. I do hope he kind of stays in Europe.
Yeah.
I know like I said he's slowing down, but like if he goes to like Spain or France, like the game tends to not be as relied on athleticism, and
Hmm.
it could just be technical ability, which he will never lose. So he could play for another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. No, I think he still has it in him. He's just like getting old,
100%.
man.
He's
But
so
like
talented.
but
He's
technicality, like skill wise, he still
yeah,
has it.
one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Um, moving on to that, I guess we'll briefly mention the Manchester Derby. I was gonna talk about it all this time,
Oh,
but it was so bad.
I seen it was 0-0. Yeah, I didn't even want
It
to
was a bad game.
like I didn't even want to like yeah.
It was dog shit. It was probably it was one of the worst Manchester Derbies I've ever seen. Like since I was a kid,
Yeah.
it was boring. Um, Bruno Fernandes was good.
He's been the only good thing on Manchester United this
Yeah,
season.
he's a rat boy though. I hate him, but I respect him because he is very good at football.
He's amazing. He's
But
really
he's a
good.
little whiny rat.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to talk about that game.
Oh,
There's two games that I wouldn't expect to talk about, but I'm going to. Um, I have Palace and Brighton. What a game of football it was! It
oh.
was absolutely magic. So Palace and Brighton are both London-based teams, so it is a derby, and
That's a
people would,
derby?
it is, but people wouldn't
Wow.
know it as such. Exactly right. People wouldn't know it.
What? Okay, cool.
So the only reason I even tuned in was because I was like, "Well, it's a derby game. You know what? Might as well let me tune in
Mm.
and let me get this up because there was 3 red cards. Um, it was a
What a
crazy game. It
what a
was 3 red
game.
cards,
What a game.
and it ended 2-1.
Yeah.
The end of that game, I've never seen like I have obviously before, but the game was just so entertaining, and it was at Selhurst Park, and Selhurst Park was going crazy. End of that game, there was obviously 2 reds for Palace, so what's it called? Brighton's pushing, and then they got a red card,
Yeah.
and then Selhurst Park erupted, and it was just such an entertaining game of football, and especially that like that was what a derby game was, and I feel like not enough people watched it. So I want people to go and watch even the highlights, like just go witness it because that's what a derby game should be, and that's what we're kind of being robbed of consistently. So when you thought you were tuning in the Manchester Derby and that's what you saw, but you really should have just tuned into fucking Palace versus Brighton to see
Palace versus Brian,
an
eh?
absolute game of football. Um, the other game I wanted to talk about was let me bring this up. Nottingham Forest.
Oh. I thought watch Nottingham Forest this season, man. Those guys
They're
have been playing good.
they're so good,
Those guys have been
but they
playing
did
good.
lose. They lost to Aston Villa, who are playing PSG tomorrow.
Aston Villa's also playing good this year. That's not
No, they weren't playing
disappointing.
good before. They're just picking up form now at the right time.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so it was Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest, and that was one of the most entertaining games I've watched in a while as well. Just back and forth, the quality was super high from both teams the whole game. Um, I really always have rated Morgan Rogers. He is a magical footballer,
Yeah.
absolutely magic. From when he was at City's Academy to when he was in the Champo to last year to this year, he is phenomenal. He's really blown up this year though. He was very good. And then Asensio again, Rashford coming on. Like it's just an entertaining game of football. Hudson Odoi, Nico Williams from Liverpool's academy on Nottingham Forest. I want to shout out Jota Silva.
Okay.
He came off the bench for Nottingham Forest at halftime. He's known as the B Tech Grealish.
The B
And
tech.
maybe I'll get a photo of him too so you can see it. Like you can see it. He
Okay.
has a short
Does he
socks.
look like Grealish? Is that what it
He
is?
looks exactly like him.
Okay.
He has like the same haircut with like the band, like the little band.
Even on
He
his
has
old
short
team too,
socks.
eh?
He's a little techie winger, little rat. He is. I've never really rated him before, but this game made me rate him. He did score, and that's not why though. He was so good. Like, because he tries things. Like, he just tries to move the ball forward. He tries to do things. Yeah, he makes a few dumb mistakes. Happens, to be honest with you. But it's just like, you could see he's just progressive, creative. Like, that stuff that we were talking about before. This kid,
Yeah, yeah,
Bruyne,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was a joy to watch. And that game as a total was just a huge joy to watch. And I absolutely loved every single second of it.
Mhm.
So that's honestly what I want to talk about that game. Um, and then moving on to Liverpool, there's two games since the last recording. Merseyside Derby and then versus Fulham. Merseyside Derby. I really, really enjoyed the Merseyside Derby because we won.
That's why it's always good though, just the football to watch.
Yeah, it's just
Very,
it's just a game to watch.
yeah.
Because we won. Um, Curtis Jones played right back. He was excellent. Andrew Robertson was very good, which is such a joy to see because he's been so poor this year, and I have so much love for him. Do I think it's time for him to go? Yeah, probably, or maybe just less minutes.
Yeah, he's a legend though for your team, man.
Yeah,
He's
100%.
good. Yeah, he's really
I think
good.
it's time for him to take like a backseat role though, because
Yeah,
he's just not there anymore. I don't think,
yeah.
but he was very good this game. And Luis Diaz, my man of the match,
Mm.
was phenomenal. He was just taking the ball and taking his man on, just making things happen, creating stuff, and he created the goal that we did score. He was so good. Let me actually get Luis Diaz stats up too because he was excellent that game.
What about Darwin? What about Darwin Nunes?
What about Darwin Nunes?
Was he good? I didn't watch the game.
Um, you see the thing with Darwin Nunes
Fuck.
is I love him. I love
No.
him a lot actually, but he's just not that good. He only played 15, and he did what he was supposed to do in that 15. Just run around, cause havoc.
Okay.
And I've talked a lot of bad. I've talked very bad about Diego Jota this year because he's been bad. He hasn't scored in like 11 games, and he's known for his finishing. Like over play again, might not be the greatest, but he gets the ball in the box, he's gonna finish it.
Yeah.
Everton was the first time I've seen that Jota back again in a while, and it was really a joy to watch. Like he was very good against Everton. He scored the goal, very nice goal. He's done excellent to score that goal. So
Okay.
again, let's talk about that game. Get to Fulham now. Now I wasn't happy.
Yeah, you guys lost.
Yeah, second loss of the season in the Premier
Yeah.
League. Um, and it's not because we played bad, because we honestly didn't. We went down to three goals. Were all within the 20th minute to the 40th minute.
You guys can.
And all three were just individual mistakes.
Yeah.
There was nothing like tactically wrong. There was nothing like they were exploiting this. It was just three stupid mistakes. And that comes with having a big head and like just being passive because we feel like the league's already won.
Yeah. I think
You know what I mean?
that
It's
tends
being
to happen.
complacent. It's complacency.
Yeah, they get relaxed and that
Complacent. It's
happens all the time. Yeah.
stupidness. I hate watching that. Like
Mhm.
it's just frustrating to watch as a fan that like your team's getting complacent when the league's not even wrapped up. When we won the league in 2020, when there was like there was fucking no fans or whatever,
Yeah.
we won the league early, and we started just losing games. But I didn't care because we already won the league, so the games were just a formality at that point.
Yeah.
But the games are not a formality right now. We need to win still.
Mhm.
So getting complacent in games like that, especially players like Virgil van Dijk, our captain, getting complacent, it's just stupid to me. Um, Again, Diego Jota was bad again. The only people that were good in that game were our substitutes.
Oh wow.
And that was Luis Diaz again, who scored, and he was very good again. Harvey Elliott, Connor Bradley. Those three were magical.
I swear Luis Diaz plays good like all the time.
He does, but the problem is
Why is he not?
Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz are both very good.
Oh
So Cody
yeah.
Gakpo played
Cody
really
Gakpo's
good, and then he has
nice.
to start. And then
Yeah.
Luis Diaz played really good, so he has to start. So it's hard for them to each catch form.
Yeah.
But I do think one of them is going to leave, which hurts me.
I would say so. Yeah. That's what I was thinking now. Like
I
what
have
if
a kit of both. I have a Luis Diaz kit from last year, and I have a Gakpo kit from this year.
yeah.
I don't want to see either of them leave, but I
Who
think
who who would you rather keep?
I'd rather keep Gakpo just because he's a bit more fresh, and we haven't he's he just got here. You know what I mean? Like we've had Luis Diaz for a little bit, and some people say it's a failure. I don't think so. I think he's been very good.
Gakpo a failure?
No, they say Luis Diaz is.
Oh, Luis Diaz. No, I seen him ball
No,
out.
I love Luis Diaz, and
Yeah,
Luis Diaz. One thing about Luis Diaz, he will always work.
yeah.
He'll always do the work. So I love him. I don't want him to go. I don't want either of them to go. But I think I'd rather Gakpo to start 38 games, if that makes sense.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Um, yeah, Luis Diaz was very good. Harvey Elliott was very good. Harvey Elliott needs more minutes. Harvey Elliott is such a talented footballer, and he doesn't get the respect he deserves amongst everybody in the world.
Yeah, he's a baller too.
Everyone that I talk to, all my friends, they say Harvey Elliott's whatever. He's shit. He is such a talented footballer. But the problem with him is kind of the same problem that City have with Rico Lewis is we don't really know where to play him.
Okay.
So he could play out right, but that's Salah's position. He could play center mid. He could play attacking mid. But we have players for that. But he's so talented towards the point where it's like you got to find minutes for him.
Yeah.
Because a player like that leaves at, what is he, 20, 21 years old, you're pissed off for the rest of your life. Because he is such a talented footballer. And he shows it almost every time he steps on a pitch. PSG, when we should have lost the first game. First touch of the ball was a first-time hit, and he scored. Like, last year, Crystal Palace game winner. Wolves, like, he makes things happen. He's so talented. So, he needs to play more. Chiesa came on. He was actually not bad. I don't talk good about Chiesa, to be honest.
Oh, Chiesa. Yeah,
Yeah,
I swear he's I keep hearing that's like one of the worst transfers actually.
No, he was
Keep hearing
12
it.
mil.
I barely see him play for Liverpool, man.
Yeah, don't know why the coach doesn't play him, but he's 12 mil. Like, he's not a terrible signing.
Who's in his position? He's on the right, is he not? Chiesa plays on the
He
right.
plays all over the front. He can play striker, left wing, or right wing. He needs to find more minutes too. My problem with Arne Slot is there's no rotation.
So he just plays the same lineup all the
There's
time.
the same lineup all the time. Like, you need rotation. You need that, like, rest for players. You need other players to show things. Like, so that's where I think he needs to improve on, just rotating the squad a bit more, getting Chiesa in, getting Harvey Elliott in, stuff like that. Curtis Jones played right back again. Maybe not as good as the first time, but he did the job. Connor Bradley came back from injury, and he was phenomenal.
Connor Bradley's a goat, man.
He's
Good.
such a good footballer.
He's so
and he
good, yeah.
got an assist. He got an assist when he came on. Give it a 3-2. We probably could have made it 3-3. We had 1.5 XG to their 0.7 in the game, or 0.74 in the game. Like, I'm not overly concerned, again, because I think we still win the league. We're like 11, and Arsenal dropped points to Everton this week, so it's like, who really cares?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's 4 wins away to win the league, but yeah, a little frustrating things, but not too bad. West Ham on the weekend should win 3-0, I think.
Yeah. That's the same thing with TFC. And we should play Minnesota, but we should win, but you don't know.
Should we beat Minnesota, though?
On paper, yes.
Really?
If you look at both, if you don't look at the season, if you just look at the teams, on paper, yes.
So if I was to open up a betting app, who would have the better odds?
Oh, Minnesota, for sure.
So then it's not like that.
Minnesota, for sure. That's just off the season. I'm a TFC fan, so I'm always going to be biased.
Yeah, but don't say they're supposed to win. Like, we're supposed to beat
We
West
could win.
Yes.
I would say it's like a good 50-50 right now, the way TFC's playing.
Yeah, but I think we're like 90-10. Liverpool should beat West Ham.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully TFC win. Hopefully Liverpool win.
Yeah.
And I'm a happy lad at the end of the day.
Is that it?
I think that's all we have,
Yeah, all right, well. Dang, like I said,
I feel bad. I feel like I've been sniffling through this whole episode.
No, you're good. I think another good episode. I think, there's just more to come, and that's it.
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoying this shit.
I had a new camera this week too, so quality will go up in my thing too. So, we're slowly moving up every week.
There we fucking go. Good quality.
Let's go. All right, buddy. Is that it then?
That is it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all for this episode 3. So
yes, sir.
Stay tuned. Episode 4 comes out. This episode's gonna come out on Thursday,
and the next will come out next Thursday.
And it's gonna come out next Thursday. So just stay tuned. Keep reposting. Keep sharing.
That's it. Go to the TikTok, repost the TikToks, like the TikToks. Adam sucks.
TikToks. Follow the TikTok. Subscribe to the YouTube. Just do all that, and
That's it, bro.
So again, thank you to my co-host Dawson. Respect to you. And yeah. This is it. 50-50, episode 3.
Yes, sir.